Hey everybody, it's Nikki here with Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and I'd like to thank you all for joining me over here on my channel. Also would really like to give a big shout out and a big thanks to Beth, Sweet Treats and Pretties for putting this all together. If you've reached me, you've reached the end of the line. So if you reached me by accident, after you're done with my video, you gotta go back and you gotta watch all of these fantastic sellers. First up was Next up was at 5. Then there was 6 o'clock. And of course my girl Claudia was on at 6:30. And at 7. And 7:30. And just before me came. So just so you all know, I am in New York. I ship from New York. I do use PayPal. I ask that if you're new to me, please send me your information. Everything you need to know about how to do that and where to send it is in the description box below. So please make sure you do that, and on with the show. This is also the part in the show where I say, if you're not subscribed to me already, please do so, and make sure you hit that thumbs up. It gives me a lot of help. Where you can find me, down below in the description box is a whole list of places where you can find me with the available links. Be sure to check those out because I'm on many different platforms all at once. Let's get on with it then. So a lot of the stuff that I picked today kind of just reminded me of summer in some way, shape, or form. And this first piece is no exception. This is a small little sweets tray. It is a single tier tray, white ceramic with gold roses all along the bottom and the pattern repeating itself along the top there. It is a gorgeous piece. It is made in France. It is a French piece. The diameter of the bowl across is about 8 inches. So we got an 8-inch spread. It is slightly flared to hold everything in there. This would be a cute little like cupcake tray or just sweet tray or just a pretty to show off your pretties. So if you're interested in this guy, oh, and how tall is he, Stan? That would help too, right? How tall is he, Nick? How tall is he? Just about 6 inches, just shy of 6 inches. So if you're interested in the ceramic French gold and rose single tier tray, it's going to be $15, number 12. Okay, next up I have, and it's framed, this great crewel piece. I love the 3D effects of these. Look at the tree branches of the evergreens. I love that. So it's a water wheel inspired crewel piece with rocks and ducks and all sorts of flora and fauna. I love the sky. I love how they did that with the sky. It's kind of impressionistic. This piece is in a heavy wooden frame. And when I say heavy, I mean thick. I don't mean like it weighs a lot. I mean it's heavy-ish. And it is 11 inches. So 11 inches from the bottom to the top. It is on a piece of canvas board. They stretched it so it's all set up in there, ready to hang up. And if you're interested in this amazing crewel piece, it's going to be $18, number 18. Okay, and nothing kind of says summer than like picnics and patios and beach parties and pool parties. So I have for your consideration a really awesome sized chip and dip set. So you put one of your fancy little chip bowls in here, maybe just a little stray piece of a glass in there, and set this down on your table and you got a whole little party in a basket. So let's see, diameter wise, this guy here is 13 inches in diameter. And if you're interested in the wicker chip and dip bowl set basket, it's going to be $12, number 1. Next up, I have this really cool little set. Now, I always try to identify things before I sell them. This one was just a last minute grab and I really couldn't identify it, but it kind of has a matching set that's going to come a little bit later on. So stay tuned for that. So what I have for you, look at these guys. They are hand painted measuring cup set, and I have the whole set. So this is the cup. It is redware down there. This is the 1 cup, and it is liquid measuring. You pour it out, and it comes out the little baby bird's mouth there, or the big bird's mouth, because that's the biggest one, right? Then this is the half cup, and they do say, I do have a made in Japan sticker on the bottom. There's the made in Japan sticker there. So this is the half cup. So cool. These are so cool. This is the, I think this is a quarter cup. Yeah, this is the quarter cup right here. I was making sure that I could actually read it on the bottom. So here's the quarter cup. Here's the bottom of that one. And the 1/8 cup. Here's the, I don't know why you'd need an 1/8 of something, but maybe you need an 1/8 of something. And there is the 1/8 cup. They're all in pretty good condition. Some of them, I think the half cup, yeah, the half cup has, there, the half cup has a little piece of his, what is that called? It's not called a crown. I can't remember what it's called. It's called something. And a little bit of paint loss on the half cup, but it's the entire set. I've seen these out there. Most of them are just like 1 or 2 of them. I have the whole set of 4. So if you're interested in the set of 4, let's see if I can do this. I might be asking for trouble here. Oh, there we go. The set of 4 chicken redware measuring cups. They are going to be $18, number 20. And I like the summers because I like the weekends for like slow breakfasts and sitting outside and just kind of enjoying things. And I don't come across these often, but when I do, I pick them up. So this is an egg coddler. This one is in perfect condition. This is Royal Worcestershire. I can never say that right. This is the June garland pattern, and it opens up. And I guess you put an egg in here and then you cook it. Don't ask me how, but it's in really, really good shape. Very nice condition. I think Day Trip, I want to say Day Trip and Co. did a thing on egg coddlers, or maybe, I don't know, I could be totally off base here. But it is a really pristine condition egg coddler, really pretty with the flower pattern and June garland, because why not? So if you're interested in the egg coddler, it's going to be $8, number 11. Okay, up next I have, there it is. I love this piece. This is an Empoli apothecary jar. It is in the amber tone, and it is a 2-tone amber, which is awesome. There is no condition issues with this baby at all. So you can see here, it's the regular amber, and then when it gets right here to the base, it darkens as it goes in. And the same thing with the top. We've got the darker, play piece on the top here that fades down into that lighter amber and then blends in. I just love this for little sweet treats, in a cereal, anything. I would love to see stuff displayed in this. I think it is gorgeous. And if you're interested in the Empoli apothecary jar, it's going to be $35, number 4. Okay, this next piece, it's all about bees and gardening and having some pretty flowers in your house. You should have pretty flowers in your house all the time. Whether it's from your garden or you give flowers to yourself, it helps brighten the mood. And summertime is the best time to do that. And you could put it in this really adorable Shawnee coil vase. It kind of reminds me a bit of a beehive. It is an ivory color, and it does have 3 little flowers, 2 on one side, 1 on the back side. I just think it would look adorable with some pretty daisies in it. Maybe some yellow flowers too, because I kind of like that idea. This guy here, he stands about 6.5 inches tall. No chips, no cracks, no condition issues whatsoever. So if you're interested in the Shawnee coil vase, it's going to be $14, number 16. wanted to make sure that I brought some small. So I have a few things on the small side, and this is one of them. I love the little rose piece. This is a mini baby. It is in really excellent condition. This is, I'm gonna try to say this right, Maruyama, and it is Occupied Japan piece. I don't know if that's gonna focus. It might focus a little bit. So it's a mini bud vase, and the gloss on it is almost like an eggshell. It reminds me a bit of an eggshell. It has a little bit of a blue undertone to it. This guy is just under 4 inches, and the fact that the flowers are all still intact, that all the petals are still there, is kind of awesome. I really love this piece. I think it's so pretty. So if you're interested in one of my smalls here, the little rose vase is going to be $6, number 19. And I love doing these shows because I love the little variety. It's a chance to do some variety. Usually Claudia and I, she was on at 6:30, so make sure you go back and check her out. We do a Glass with Class sale every Monday at 6 p.m. over on her YouTube channel, and we deal really just in glass. And on Thursdays on my Whatnot channel, I deal really in paper. So as you can see behind me, I have things that are not glass and paper that sometimes I might want to sell, and that's why I love these sales, and this is one of those items. I have a set of 3 pretty purple doilies. You guys have no idea how hard these are to make. If you're a knitter or a crocheter and you've ever tried to sit down and do these, you know where I'm coming from. If not, these sometimes take longer than an Afghan, like no word of a lie. So a set of 3, they're all in the same tones. They're all slightly different. They are 9 inches in diameter, and they're great for underneath pots or your fancy glass. It's kind of like a purple, and I'm going to say the one in the middle is white, has a white backing. This one also has kind of a white background. This one is a little bit more on the ecru side. So if I put them next to each other, you can just kind of see the difference there. So if you're interested in the 3 purple doilies here, it's going to be $6, number 6. Okay, this next item I feel is super classy. I love the idea of maybe using these. I think it's really awesome. So here we go. This is Anchor Hocking Beaded Edge Snack Tray. This is actually the Sip Smoke Snack, and it comes with the glasses, and I have a set of 2. So you would put your, right here would go your cup. So you put your cup in there. And then right here, there is a little ashtray. You don't have to use an ashtray. I actually think it'd be a little great section to put some dip or some hummus. There is a little spot for a cigarette there. But like I said, this would be great for some dip or condiments. And then over here, you put your snacks. And it has neat little handles on the ends, so you carry it out and you sit down with your TV tray and you'd watch, you know, whatever it was you're watching back in the day. But I just thought these were really great, like breakfast in bed. Why not? They're both in perfect condition. So there's the one. I'm gonna have to put it down to show you the other one. And then the other one, excellent condition. I love these little cups too. They're little baby, like, I'm gonna say these are like 4 ounces. They're not gonna hold a heck of a lot of liquid, but they're just really pretty. So if you're interested in the Sip Snack Smoke set of 4, these guys here are going to be $12, number 14. Okay, and I had the Redware measuring cup chickens earlier. Here's the second set. This is a sugar, salt, and pepper stackable. Okay, so the bottom one is the sugar bowl. It is an open sugar bowl because there's another guy that sits on top. It has a space for a spoon. It is Redware. Really awesome. Then the other 2 pieces are the salt and pepper guys. The salt and pepper guys. So we have salt. The salt doesn't have its cork, but these are really easily replaced. And then we have the pepper that sits on top. I just thought they were really cute, and they go really nice You kind of have like a whole, look at this, you can have like a whole redware chicken thing going on in your kitchen. So throwback. So if you're interested in these little guys right here, so sugar, salt, pepper, stackable babies, they're going to be $15, number 10. Okay, next up is another piece that I just can't identify. It's freeform, mid-century pottery. Love the glaze. It's got a beautiful crackle glaze on it. This is not an ashtray. I can't see this being an ashtray. I just think it's a pretty freeform piece. It does have the little velvet feet. Somebody was kind enough to do that for us. This is not a chip. It's just a glaze skip right here. We got a glaze skip, but I love this crackle finish, and it's on the side of kind of a robin's egg blue. It's not quite that bright, but I don't know, I just thought it was neat. If you have a coffee table, I just thought this would be beautiful sitting there. And it's got like the kidney bean shaped opening on the inside. It is a pretty good size piece. 7 inches across from here to here. Kind of hard to measure something so abstract. But if you're interested in the blue pottery bowl here, it's going to be $12, number 8. Okay, next up I have another smalls. This is some shell art. I'm gonna call it a cat. It's got a little bow here. He's got little eyes that don't Google anymore. They're kind of stuck in place. Little shell ears, but I'm totally calling him a cat. He does have a little felt bottom down there. And what does this sticker say? Made in the Philippines. Made in the Philippines. So he's a little guy. He is about 2.5 inches tall. And if you're interested in him, he's going to be $5, number 3. Now these next few pieces that I'm going to have up are going to tell you why I have antiques in my name. I love antiques. I love to find them. I have a lot of really interesting antiques scattered around my house and on my shelves. And this piece is no exception. So here we go. Here it is right here. It is in really amazing condition. I love the gold on the handle there. It is a 3-sectioned leaf dish. So it's got the 3, 1, 2, 3. And the handle. And this is a Limoges piece. This is a Limoges piece. And this mark up here dates it to the late 1800s. So the fact that there's no chips, there's no cracks, there's no glaze skips, there's a little maybe fading on the top up there with the gold going around. But I think that kind of adds to the piece. You could walk into Home Goods, that's the word, Home Goods, and see pieces like this sitting there that are made to intentionally have that faded look. It is a bigger piece, I am going to say that. This guy here, from handle to bottom piece, is right around 12 inches. So we're doing 12 inches from top to bottom sitting this way. It is gorgeous, and what I really love is that it actually gives who it was made for in New York City. It was made for W.A.H. Plumbers on West 22nd Street in New York. So that was the furniture or the store that it was made for in New York City back then. So if you're interested in the Limoges antique tray, go really good with that other French tray I had. Really nice looking there. $30, number 7. And because I do an ephemera sale on Whatnot, I thought I'd bring you guys and show you guys some of the ephemera that I do sell over there. This is another antique lot. This is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Lot of 7. These are Victorian trade cards or business cards. So this is my little cherub lot. I love these. They're gold gilded in the background. So 2 of them are actually advertisements for Magnolia Ham out of Louisville, Kentucky. This one's my favorite because of the baby having the whip and the tortoise. We get the little baby nesting and a little baby in a teepee. These have this like Ann Geddes vibe. And they have two of these, but one actually has the trade card. There's a little baby with the Dutch shoe. See, two of them, but one actually has the magnolia ham on the back. So if you're interested in the lot of 7 little cherub antique trade cards, so these are from the Victorian era, these are going to be $12, number 17. Okay, next up, I have another Occupied Japan piece. I love her. First of all, it's my favorite color, green, and she's a ginger like me. So she's a little more gingery probably than I am, but I love her. She's running out, holding onto her hat. The wind's blown her skirt sideways. Maybe she was at a garden party. So that's kind of what she reminds me of. She's like the epitome of summer. So she does have her Occupied Japan stamp down there. And it does say, I'm going to try this, Hishihaga. I probably massacred that. I do not speak Japanese. I speak American and tiny broken pieces of sign language and Spanish, in case you didn't know. So if you're interested in this girl, she is standing about 5.5 inches tall, and I just think she's lovely. If you're interested in her, she's going to be $8, number 13. Okay, this is one of my favorites as well because I just think they're amazing. So unfortunately, I only got 5, but it looks like I have 6, right? I have 5. This is the Queen's Luster. This is a set of 5 glasses, including the basket. So this is a lot. There's one more piece that's coming with this. The luster's in pretty good shape. I have one little bit right here. That's a little faded. I think for the most part, all of them. I think it was just that one, but look at them. They get water spot damage on them. Don't dishwasher these, hand wash these only. But could you imagine coming out with these, with a fancy vintage pitcher, sitting it down on your patio table and having some fancy little spiked drinks with the ladies and gents in the evening. Just like they did in the 50s and the 60s. I love this set. And you can bring out a little bit of dip because I have the dip bowl. I don't have the bigger chip bowl, unfortunately, but I have the dip bowl in the same pattern. So look at this. It's a whole set of Queen's Luster. And if you're interested in the big set, and I'll send in the little rack too. Listen to the noise they're making. If you're interested in the big set, it's going to be $45, number 2. And you know, summertime is about the beach and the ocean, but it's also about going to the amusement parks. Like for me as a kid, that was the biggest thing. It was going to the amusement parks. We lived in a town where there actually was one in New England, and if you're from New England, you know where Canopy is, and that's where I grew up. My grandparents lived within walking distance to Canopy. As a matter of fact, we could hear them with the fireworks and wrapping things up at the end of the evening if we were at my grandparents' house. And one of the big events there when you first walked in was a carousel. So here I have an Enesco piece. It is brass. It is a little box. It's got this little thing down there, a little Enesco sticker. And I believe this is 1986. That was a horrible noise, but it is a little trinket box. Just really cute. Total flashback to the 80s. He's a smaller guy, not super duper big. I'll measure from the right end there. He's about 4 inches tall. Yep, he's about 4 inches tall. And if you're interested in him, he's going to be $8, number 9. Okay, up next, I've got this baby right here. This is Indiana. This is their newer carnival glass. This isn't a very old piece of carnival glass. It is on the hefty side, but this is amazing. This is an open sugar bowl. I think this would make a fantastic planter. That's my opinion. And there we go. It glows orange like crazy. It's daylight out and I can't turn the lights off. So, but you can see there, this whole piece glows like the dickens. It's amazing. It's such a pretty piece. It's got the sawtooth edge. It's got like a daisy mandolin on it here, all the way around. And just the color itself without a black light is absolutely stunning. Kind of reminds me of the sunset. So the sunset in the summertime. That's what I'm talking about here. So if you're interested in this, it's going to be $15. Number 15. Okay, my last item is totally summer all the way through. Look at how pretty, I thought I took that off. Look at how pretty this is. It's like bubbles in the sun. That's what I call this, like iridized look, like bubbles in the sun. This is meant to look like the inside of a shell. It is glass. This is painted on. It is painted on the back here. The inside is just clear glass. But I love the free form of this. Another company, I had a piece, I'm not sure who made it. I've seen a lot of them out there. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It is about 10 inches long from abstract longest to abstract longest there. And it's just gorgeous. It does have a little bit of an indent in here, so you could put stuff in there, but I think it's just pretty on its own, especially if you collect like crystals and stuff, or you live by the ocean. And if you do, I'm very jealous. So if you're interested in this piece here, it's going to be $16, number 5. And I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate you following the Drop Hop all the way down to find me. And please, if you're not already, please subscribe to me. That would be awesome. I'm very close to having a milestone happen, and I would like to achieve that by the end of the month. You know, goals, people, goals. Be aware that Claudia and I do a Glass with Class sale every Monday night, 6 p.m. over on her YouTube channel. Once again, I'd like to thank Miss Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretty Beth for having us on. Everybody's stuff has been absolutely amazing. It's been a ton of fun. And I thank you all for sitting and watching me this evening. So until next time, everybody, stay swanky and stay classy.